So in this video I want to talk about your emotions, why they're important and why it's important to truly understand them. In the first video that I did, I talked about the feeling of being alone, and I talked about how we're never really alone because our galactic brothers and sisters are never too far away and they never really left us. And in the second video I talked about being a leader and what that might mean, and how you might potentially be a leader right now and you don't even know it, or maybe you are a leader and you're already walking it. So in this video I want to talk about your emotions, and it's for a very good reason. So if you realize that you are a Pleiadian or an Arcturian, or you're from those star systems, or you are a being of love and light who is a light worker, of course we are all beings of love and light deep down, but who is a light worker and who has come to bring that out into the world. If you believe that you are, or there's a possibility that this might be you, then understanding your emotions is so important. Because during these times, and especially tomorrow is Mars retrograde, and that big, is Mars is the, or we've got Mars being associated with war, and with that type of energy, we have to understand that there's the possibility that we may get attacked when it comes to spreading love and light. And this can be in any portion of life. You have to open yourself to the idea that very rarely you will get attacked for what it is that you're talking about and what it is you're sharing and saying. So the reason why understanding your emotions is so important, because what we have to do is we have to begin to look above our emotions. So let's talk about what your emotions actually are. You see, your emotions are signposts. They're information. They are telling you things that you might not be perceiving with your third dimensional eyes, right? Your emotions are telling you certain things. For instance, if you are angry, the chances are that something has happened that you don't particularly agree with. Something has happened that you don't condone, or that you think that is wrong based upon what you believe right now. If you are happy, it means that things are going well, things are going good, and you're feeling in balance, you're feeling at peace, you're feeling in a state of flow. If you're sad, it might mean that you're feeling some form of compassion, or something has happened that, is bringing up that emotion. It's a signpost, it's telling you something. So what we have to understand is that our emotions begin to tell us something. And when you go out there trying to help other people and trying to do your part in the world and doing your bit of good, every now and then you're going to get something come back at you. So if you can understand your emotions, if you can begin to come above your emotions, you can begin to understand other people's emotions. For instance, if someone is attacking you, 99% of the time, you should never take it personally. Okay? Some of you might say, well, don't you mean 100% of the time? The 1% is your sacred boundaries. So in this lifetime, there are some people that prefer to be orientated around evil and inflicting pain on others. That's where the 1% comes in. So if you find that you're around somebody that's purposely trying to hurt you because it makes them feel better and it makes they get that pleasure from it, then you have to understand your sacred boundaries and move on. You have to try your best to move on and try your best to separate yourself from that scenario. If you're trying to help someone and you know for a fact that they've been telling you that their life is in a shambles, that they feel terrible, it's not going the way they want to, and they can't figure it out, and then they start attacking you, then chances are, don't take it personally, it's because they haven't mastered their emotions and therefore they're taking their scenarios out on you. So why am I telling you this? The reason why I'm telling you this is because this is a much higher level of thinking. If you can consider why someone is attacking you when they are attacking you, then you start to bring yourself higher, because your initial human or emotional response is anger. How dare you say that to me? How dare you? You want to talk to me like that? I'm only trying to... ... right? And it starts going down that cycle. If you can stop yourself before you get to that moment and reel it in, don't deny it. Don't deny your emotions. That's not what I'm saying. Feel your emotions to the fullest of their potential. But stop yourself from reacting and ask yourself why. Okay? Why does this upset me? Why is this person attacking me? Should I take this personally? Have they told me? Is there some idea I can gather that it might not be me and it might be something that's going on in their life? Because this is going to save you hours of pain. This is going to save you hours of frustration, hours of anger, and hours of negative emotions, because we don't particularly want to feel them, but necessary emotions. Okay, this is going to help you to evolve your level of thinking. This is going to help you to evolve your ability to lead, because you have to understand that if you become a leader and you assume that responsibility and that role, this is going to happen. People are going to feel that their identities are questioned, like I said, and that their entire realities are questioned, because you're going to be making them question everything they believe, right? When you say to them, hey, by the way, did you consider that your government has never had your best interests at heart? Some of them are going to be like, I'm proud of my government, I'm proud of my country. And you're going to be challenging beliefs that have formed to be people's entire identities and realities. So, if you are to truly, in my opinion, come from a place of love and come from a place where you protect yourself from love and then are able to go out there and help others, you must understand your emotions and therefore other people's emotions. Because this is a part of the ascension. Your emotions have allowed you to grow. Your emotions have allowed you to experience this world in the fullest way possible. Happiness, sadness, depression, anger, upset, joy, passion. I don't know if I said passion. All of these beautiful emotions that have allowed you to feel, that have allowed you to explore your five senses to truly understand what matters to you. Right? Again, this is why you should never hate the evil. You should never hate the darkness. The darkness was a duality, a polarity that allowed you to understand what this is all about, to understand who you are, why you're here, what you really want. It was a mechanism, it was a tool for you to play with. But we were never told that. We were never gifted that knowledge. We were never shown how to truly embody what our emotions actually are. Right? And again, you see, let's talk about these ideas of, okay, James, so you've told me to focus on my emotions. Well, how do I do that? Number one, don't take things personally. Right? If somebody is attacking you, don't take it personally for two reasons. So number one, for two reasons. Don't take it personally because you should know yourself. If somebody's telling you that you're this and you're that, and oh, you're garbage, you're a liar, you're fake, you're this, I don't believe you, that's okay. Because if you know yourself, what does it matter? Right? If you know that you want to come from love, if you know that you actively try to come from love, then their opinion becomes obsolete. It becomes something you can analyze, but it becomes obsolete because you know who you are. And number two, don't take it personally because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they're experiencing. And I'm not saying that we condone their actions. I'm not saying it's okay for them to do what they do, but you come from a level of understanding that expands yourself, that expands your knowledge, your wisdom, your love. You expand yourself. And so if we don't take things personally as number one, then number two, ask the right questions, right? And if you want to have an easy example of this, do it with me. Okay, so James has done these videos in this group. What's his agenda? What does he want? What's he trying to do with this? Is he trying to get money? Is he trying to get fame? Is it ego? Is he trying to ask these questions? Ask the right questions, because then you open yourself up to possible answers, right? I do this because I'm fulfilling my mission. And what I get out of this is the deepest sense of love and satisfaction that I've ever felt in my life, because I'm fulfilling my purpose here on earth. You decide if that's true or not, right? How bizarre. This gentleman's trying to ask me to decide if what he's saying is true. Follow your intuition, follow your gut. It will always lead you down the right path. Okay, it will always lead you down the right path. And if it doesn't, it will lead you to a lesson that you needed to learn. It's always a growth process. It's always a growth process. Whether you're right or whether you're wrong, it's a growth process. And finally, number three, see above the emotions. So we've got don't take it personally, ask the right questions, and see above, right? Look down. Ask yourself, do I really need to take this personally? Do I really need to allow this to affect my life? Or can I let it move on? Can I help these people? Can I come from a place of love whilst also being like, Okay, I understand you attacked me. I'm not happy about it, and I can separate myself from you. But let me explore this further. Maybe I can go a bit further with this, but don't go too far. Sacred boundaries. Okay, if there's anything that I'm ever going to teach you guys, possibly, you have to acknowledge your sacred boundaries. If you do not, you will experience the worst pain, you will experience the worst frustration, and you will feel alone. You will feel alone, and you'll feel like you're a failure. But you can't. You must let other people go on their sacred journey, and if you do not, then you're interfering. Right? You will eventually, if you haven't already, you will eventually learn this line. Okay, I've been doing this sort of stuff for quite a few years now, and I learned the line. If somebody isn't willing to accept, isn't willing to listen to a possible truth, I have to accept that and it's okay. If this isn't your truth, I love you still. That's okay. My truth might not be yours. What I'm saying might not resonate with you, and I still love you for it. Because who am I to say otherwise? Who am I to tell you how to live your life? And the same goes for this video. Who am I to tell you how to live your life? I'm just suggesting a possible idea that might make it easier for you, that might allow you to find your mission, to fulfill your soul's purpose here on planet Earth. You know? Because in a world where the storms are going on around us, in a world where we are experiencing turbulence, we are experiencing very high emotions, we must prepare ourselves as leaders. We must prepare ourselves as people of the light, of people of love, right? And of course, again, I say that because it helps us to understand what we're doing here, but we're all people of love, really. We're all here to spread the love, we're all here to spread light. Whether we're evil or not, we're still playing the game, right? Again, don't knock the evil. You know, religions around the world, they shunned the devil. Bless the guy. He if you know the story of Lucifer, and my beautiful friend Magali, she talks about this a lot. If you know the story of Lucifer, he loved creation so much that he embodied the dark so we may have a duality. And the guy has been burned for all eternity, and I get it. But this is how we look from a much higher place. This is how we come from a place that is possibly, for you, a better way of living, a more peaceful and harmonious way of living. So, look guys, I appreciate you to the bottom of my heart. This was a longer video. I tried recording this 3 times. I might put some bloopers in the over in the end of this video. But I love you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate your love and support, and I just hope that I can do the same in return. Have a beautiful day, guys. Stay strong. We're all here. We're all collected. And I'll see you in the next video.